Her lawyer has been managing her estate with a limited power of attorney, but your mother's Alzheimer's is advancing. So while she's still lucid enough to consent, she needs to sign everything over to you.
Me? Responsibility, it really does suck. Look, I haven't slept in 48 hours. I'm getting my first shot at heart surgery this morning. I'm missing rounds. Are you sure there isn't anybody here or the attorney? I mean, do I really have to be the one to handle this?
We're talking about her estate, her finances, her medical care. You really want to leave her life in someone else's hands? She's your mother.
Really?
So this scene right here is actually a very common scenario amongst families with elder parents and adult children. Here we have Meredith Grey, a surgical resident and at one of the most prestigious hospitals in Seattle, Washington. Her mother is dealing with Alzheimer's. So sometimes she's lucid, sometimes she's not. Sometimes she knows who Meredith is, sometimes she doesn't. However, as we can see, Meredith being a surgical resident really doesn't have the time or the capacity or even the care to handle her mother's estate matters right now. Had Ellis Grey put something together where it's like Meredith is going to be the power of attorney, because it seems like she already has an attorney that is acting in that limited power of attorney role. It seems like there have been some sort of documents put together. However, you as a parent, you know your child the most. I would always recommend taking a deep dive and an honest look at yourself and surveying whether your adult children would be fit to take on a role such as handling your estate, handling your matters if you were to become incapacitated, being your trustee in the event of incapacitation, or being your personal representative in the event of death. Because the problem now becomes, if you have an individual that doesn't really have the capacity to handle such high functioning, high level work, and it's a lot of work to do to basically take care of someone else and their finances and make their healthcare decisions. This isn't a role that you know this individual can be in. You can plan ahead. You have time to either elect a corporate fiduciary or either to talk with some friends, create relationships, talk with other family members who would be able to take on that role. Because as we see in this scene, Meredith's kind of just haphazardly allowing whatever to happen. Just like, I don't really care. Like, can't the attorney do it? It's just like, it's something that I really want to deal with right now. I think this is a great scene that really shows the common scenarios as to what happens when the parent becomes an elder and the child becomes an adult, kind of functioning in their own life, really kind of prioritizing their own life, their own issues. And on top of it, are you a grandparent? Which means now your adult child is not only taking care of you, but they're also trying to take care of their children as well. That's why it's really important to plan ahead, because you can run through these scenarios and be like, you know what, I don't think Meredith would be good for a personal representative, but I know my neighbor, my best friend, or my sister, my aunt, etc. would be a great person. Or I would like to elect an attorney or some sort of corporate fiduciary to be the trustee or the personal representative to settle my estate. These are all just some things to think about, because although it's on TV, it really does reflect an everyday problem. If you have any more questions or you'd like me to expound more on this topic, leave a comment below. Otherwise, if you're a Maryland resident and you're ready to get started on your estate planning, please contact my office at www.leahbostonlaw.com, and I'm happy to help get you started. Once again, my name's Leah. I'm an estate planning attorney here in the state of Maryland and owner of Law Office of Leah Boston, LLC. I draft wills, trusts, and I talk about long-term life care planning with people like you. Have a great day. Bye.